What up, Internet? This is the Pop Geek Podcast, episode 22. And today we're trying something a little bit different. I know you notice it looks a little different than the room we normally shoot in. But Erik is currently painting that room, so we decided to shoot out here on his couch in front of his Xbox and his screen.
Something we've been kind of meaning to do anyway for a while.
This way we're actually going to try to cut in some live gameplay. Especially right now, it's a really cool thing. Is Erik and I are both participating in the Division, the Tom Clancy Division beta, closed beta, which is running for only a couple of days.
Yeah, today's the last day, but it went on for a good couple of days. Xbox got it an extra day early, so that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
And since we're both on Xbox, we got to play it a couple extra days earlier.
And I mean, the game is an amazingly pleasant surprise for me because, like, I'm not the big Tom Clancy fan. Like, I'm not a Rainbow Six guy.
I love Splinter Cell though.
Splinter Cell was a lot of fun. Yeah. That was
Splinter Cell's very cool.
But again, he's always been hard on that tactical tip, where it's like you got to plan, you got to work as a team, you got to do all this stuff. And the Division is a bit of a takeaway from that. It's an RPG, but it's a third-person shooter RPG. It has its tactical elements. You have to hide behind stuff.
Yes,
you will not survive otherwise. And then it adds in this amazing PvP element, which is the most ridiculous thing, and it's the most nerve-wracking part of the game.
Yeah, we thought Crucible and Destiny was nerve-wracking. Yeah. This takes it to a whole new level. Like, I remember the first time we did an extraction, because every time you go inside the darkness zone, guys, you have to find loot, and the loot is contaminated, so you have to extract it in order to claim it or keep it for yourself. But to extract, you have to call in a helicopter that takes like 2 minutes to get there.
Yes.
And that whole time, people could come up behind you and kill you, then take your loot. And
at any time that you're carrying loot, you have a yellow package on your back so that all players in the game can actually walk up to you and I think click on you.
To view.
To view exactly what you have in your pack. And if they want it, they can take it at any time. And you're going to end up in a huge firefight. And it's really cool. Like, you get marked as rogue though once you attack another player.
Yeah.
And then you ping on everyone's screen who's in the darkness, and you are then marked as rogue, and then you get a lot of bonus points if you knock off rogue players.
Yeah, there's a bounty placed on your head, so you can get not only their loot but also a bounty on top of that, and experience points. And
a little bit of background on the game. The game takes place in New York, and they're saying it's going to be a 1-for-1 representation of New York City. Just from the beta, like, it's not real big. Like, the beta gives you a single mission. The kind of tutorial is, if that's a word, teaches you how to play, and then they go, hey, check out the world. And you are loose in New York City. And it is pretty amazing. Like, this is a post-apocalyptic world. It's there's been some sort of disease or bomb or something has contaminated the entire area. So you're just you're stuck in this kind of nasty version of New York, kind of 1980s version of New York. And then you just...
alternate tangent.
Yeah, alternate timeline. And then you're kind of just running around, and there's NPCs that pop up randomly. Like, at any given time, you could be cruising down a road, and guys will run out on you, and you're in a full firefight. So... yeah, we thought it'd be kind of cool to do some live gameplay while we do this. Erik's got a bunch of recorded stuff too to kind of show this off. And the game, I believe, comes out in March.
Yep, March 8th.
That's right.
Right on my wife's birthday.
All right, there you go. See, something for the whole family, which I'm sure she'll appreciate. Hey, honey, I'm not going to hang out with you today. So.
Well, she gets a birthday month, so it's kind of like I can get at least one day.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, like, again, it's a different kind of game than what you're used to from the Tom Clancy thing, which if you're not that into the tactical shooter, I mean, I just really enjoyed this game. Like, this was kind of like, I had to put Destiny down for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely be taking a break from Destiny to play this game because it still has that same kind of MMO RPG elements, but it's got a really good gameplay element. It's got a good setting. Yeah. I mean, it's just so much fun.
Yeah. So far, so good. I have to give this one my stamp of approval, if that matters at all to anyone. And yeah, I think we're gonna actually moving on now. We're gonna talk about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game trailer, which looks pretty amazing from Platinum Games.
Cowabunga.
All right, cool. I probably should have mentioned this at the top of the show, but along with our location change, we're going to be
segmenting.
We're going to segment the show a little bit differently. We'll do each one of these segments as a kind of like mini episode within the larger episode, and then we'll do it as a playlist, or we'll do it as a one big episode, but it'll break up. That way, if you don't want to listen to a segment of the show or whatever, you don't have to. So,
how could you get tired of this magnificent voice? Come on,
I know.
guys.
You know.
We'll be doing some experiments for probably the next few weeks to a couple of months. Who knows? I mean, we're gonna try and change things up a little bit, keep it fresh.
Yeah, guys, and always let us know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of. I mean, that gives us good feedback and to make the viewing experience for you guys better.
Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately what we're doing, is putting out a show that we hope other people watch.
Hopefully.
And yeah, so we got a little feedback from some friends that were like, hey, it's running a little long. Like, 40 minutes of a video is sometimes a turnoff, especially on YouTube, when you want that quick, fast, in a hurry. So we'll keep this, we're going to keep them short, keep them tight, hopefully, and keep them funny, hopefully.
People seem to like the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am format.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Not just for porno. And so we're talking about the new Turtle trailer that came out for the game from Platinum Games. Now, Platinum's got a pretty good track record here going for beat-em-up games.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is what this franchise needs, because they went way too far the other way.
Yeah.
With some of these weird games where you're like, Michelangelo has to save the rest of the turtles, and it's like you're only one turtle. And
the most recent one, Out of the Shadows, was a pretty good turn in the right direction.
Yeah.
But the production value, if you want to call it that, was not quite there.
Yeah, they said it wasn't really next-gen console.
No, it was not. Yeah. But the combat was awesome. There was a little bit, I think, too much emphasis in like an RPG element where you got to build your perks, build your systems. Yeah. You had to buy attributes for every single individual turtle. There's just so many attributes, from stealth to agility to combos to weapons. It's like, it was just too much.
Yeah.
Like, I like how this one's going to just straight combo, beat 'em up, 4-player, hopefully co-op.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't seen yet, really.
No.
Because the trailer that's released is not gameplay. There's some in there, but you can't tell some of the time.
That's what I liked about it. Is that the cinematics were in game too, so it had that really cool comic, artsy, cel shaded style.
Yeah,
it looked really awesome.
I mean, it looks a lot like the Transformers Devastation.
Yes,
it's cel shaded. Shredder looks really cool. Yeah. Bebop and Rocksteady are in the game, and they look insane.
Yeah.
Like, did they do Mad World? Do you know? Did Platinum do Mad World?
No.
Because it reminds me a little bit of Mad World, where like there's like I think it's Bebop is at the end of the trailer just running a massive chainsaw
on fire.
On fire, yeah, that's right. It's on fire too, because once the chainsaw gets into you, it's really the fire that's
that lasting effect. Yeah,
right. And so, I mean, it looks really cool. The stuff they do show that kind of gives away some of the gameplay stuff is like there's a point where I think all 4 turtles merge
and
explode. Yeah, it's like they slam their shells together and it creates a massive shockwave that clears the screen.
I think you saw another ability where I think it was Donatello, because it was a purple blur where they're kind of like the Flash is like zipping around the arena, hitting all these bad guys.
He's like striking all the bad guys. Yeah.
But I did notice in that instance he had like a headset on.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that is a ability from that headset or just he's like a...
Yeah, I wonder though if they're using maybe a little bit of... Well, no, the art style looks different. Mm-hmm. It looks like a combination of the comic book ones and a little bit of the newer cartoon ones. Like they almost have noses.
Yeah, I did
like
notice
they have
that.
like a... Well, I don't know if it's a nose, but it's their... they have a shade almost like in the beak area. Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird. But yeah, like maybe the headset thing could be a toss to, like, because the movie he wears glasses with like a unit on. It's because he's smart.
Yeah, he's smart.
It's science. He's wearing science.
It's science,
right? Yeah, they never really explain what the hell it is on his head, but he's kind of just always wearing it. But yeah, like the gameplay looks good. Platinum is doing great stuff. Like Bayonetta was really good. Mm-hmm. That Transformers Devastation was awesome. Like as far as like as long as you're not into it to like I'm not leveling up my character, and I need to do this. No, it's like, here's a character, go destroy the city.
Yeah, have some 20 minutes of great fun. And
that's kind of what the Turtles need to reboot this franchise. And again, this is not a movie game.
Nope. It's no tie-in at all.
It's not Michael Bay or anything like that. This is its own thing. And, I mean, the Turtles are well known throughout video game history of having really quality games. Some of the best, like, arcade beat-em-up games were the Turtle games.
I played that arcade like crazy.
That. And I played the ones, the home console versions of them, which were really good. I remember playing the daylights out of those.
Turtles in Time is still my all-time favorite Turtle movie, or Turtle game. It was just so much fun.
Yeah. And then they've kind of just drifted
to
where they went either like really hardcore gamer into something else, or they went really super story where you're like, you had to be one turtle and one turtle to fight all this other stuff.
Yeah.
The one little thing I'll just mention, and I think you have to do this, having the foot soldiers as robots saves the crap out of the like disturbing level of murdering a bunch of people, especially when you take into account the first set of films, it's teenage kids.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, Leonardo is swinging a sword at teenage children. So then you're like, hey, they're robots. Cut them up. Who cares?
Right, and that's how it was in the cartoon and the comics. That everything was robots. So you could just stab them, slash them, make they explode, whatever. It was so much fun. That's what we enjoyed. That's what we miss. That's what we want. As
because
gamers.
That's always one of the things that it kind of hurt. I mean, it's a cartoon series. With the cartoon series is when you have two of your characters are swinging like pointed weapons. They literally can't do anything. Like Leonardo like flips in and kicks somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Donatello could beat your ass all day with a stick and no one minds. But yeah, like you can't have Leo cut somebody. Like, you know, that would be really bad if he just all of a sudden stabbed Krang in the head. And then
that's why we have this crime rate.
See, that's what it is. That's you can point directly to that.
It's all your fault.
All because of Leonardo.
Swinging a sword at people.
Raphael with his size.
What's interesting in the new Nickelodeon turtle cartoon, Donatello can like hit his sai or his bow staff, and a blade pops up from the tip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, see?
So it's like it's everywhere.
Yeah. So I think that about does it for Turtles. Let's move on to some eSports news, which is not too earth-shaking, but it's kind of interesting. So we're going to cover a little bit of some eSports here.
Stay tuned.
All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit of esports. I mean, this is still such a burgeoning thing, and it's not really caught on with the mainstream too much yet, but it's getting there.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a big step in that way because the X Games just happened. Now, I didn't actually know this. For the last 3 years, esports have been a part of the X Games.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was blown away. I didn't know that they had a connection between video games and sports.
I mean, it's a natural connection because, I mean, you got the extreme sport athletes. The majority of them are video gamers.
They're all 15-year-olds.
They're all young, usually young guys. There's young girls, too. And, but yeah, it seems like a natural move. You got a lot of them are crossing over. Now, what the important thing is, like in the past, for the last 2 years prior to this, the games were Call of Duty and Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Counter-Strike's huge.
I want to say maybe one other one, but yeah, those were the big ones. But this one kind of sets it apart because this was the year Halo 5 came in.
Oh.
So again, it's Xbox exclusive, which is kind of hard. You know, Counter-Strike and Call of Duty are PC. PC and cross-platform, you can do whatever you want. They're on everything. But this is like a Xbox exclusive type of thing, so it's kind of unique. It's also arguably the biggest game in the world.
Yeah.
Like, people who don't know gaming still might know Halo.
Yeah.
You know, and also Halo is known for its PvP multiplayer. So
for the esports, did they have this like at the X Games itself? Like, was there a separate tent?
It was in Aspen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they brought all the teams in. They brought the top 8. The top 8 they could get. Apparently, there's a top 10 teams. I don't know who ranks them. Probably MLG.
So it wasn't like the snowboarders would go and snowboard and then all of a sudden jump into a tent and start playing some esports.
No, and like I still think that there's a weird future in that, and I have a theory about that. Yeah, you could do it as biathlon, or everyone hates the Pro Bowl game.
Yeah.
For football.
Yeah.
Why not just name the Pro Bowlers and then let them play Madden?
That's an excellent idea.
Because
I want that to happen.
Nobody wants to get hurt.
Oh my god.
Everyone hates the Pro Bowl because usually guy ends up blowing his knee out in a game that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Make them play Madden.
Yeah, but the players like going to Hawaii.
Yeah, and plus all of those
still
guys.
do it in Hawaii.
Yeah, you totally still do it in Hawaii. Do it outside.
Have them all dressed up in Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, they'll all stand
out.
at games.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I would watch that.
I think it's at least safe. Nobody will get hurt. But so yeah, this year because Halo 5 came out, they did it with Halo 5. I don't know actually if they did it under the other ones too, but I know Halo 5 was out. It popped up on my Xbox and I turned it on. It was available through the Watch ESPN app. You could actually stream it through ESPN, which was kind of a big deal. Again, it wasn't on TV, but it was also available via Twitch, and it was available through the MLG network, which is basically Twitch. Yeah. But it was kind of cool. I was able to watch Evil Geniuses take on, I think, Team Liquid. Evil Geniuses won the whole tournament.
You gotta love these names.
I know, and they have coaches too, which awesome. Like kind of cracked me up. And I'm like, again, where do you draw the line where you're like, you know what, man, my playing days are over. I'm a coach from now on.
I heard it's like 25.
Yeah, because your fast twitch motor skills apparently go downhill at 25. Yeah. So there's some things that I want to say about it, though. Like, in terms of watchability, as a person who plays games, it is inherently watchable. Mm-hmm. Halo has always been pretty watchable. There's little things that they should change. One, they should mod the characters a little bit. Make each one unique so I know who I'm watching. It was straight red versus blue. I don't know who I'm looking at.
Yeah, Halo, I've noticed that with this one in particular, but in the past, yeah, you had your red versus blue, but at least in like even Halo 1, you had different shades of red, different shades of blue, which was awesome. And then in Halo 2, you actually had even more customization by putting emblems and armor pieces and all this stuff. Halo 5 has that, but something with the color blue and the color red that they put in this time, it's just too much.
It's almost a glowing color.
Yeah.
And the battlefield that they were on, I don't know where it is because I haven't played Halo 5, but it was almost like an electric battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was a super bright. It was like you were playing inside an arcade.
Like Tron.
It was like Tron.
Yeah.
It was a lot like Tron.
Yeah, but I mean, with that bright colors or that color palette they chose, you can't see any of the detail in the armor anymore. No. So even if they had like a special type of chest piece that was different from somebody else, you couldn't tell.
Well, it's either that or, like, if we're going to do this as professional gaming, give them jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily jerseys, but a character skin that's unique to that team. And I think that would be really cool. Let them design it a little bit. I mean, you could keep them in the red-blue realm or something like that, but let them mod it up a little bit so that you know, hey, I'm watching Liquid Dave or whoever. You know, they all go by their team name and their first name or whatever. They all have crazy names. But, like... as far as watchability, like that would be nice. Too, they need a software that's specific to the event. Like,
because right now you're just kind of watching that person's view, right?
You're clicking into first-person view of whatever character they've decided is doing something worthy of watching. Which in Halo, I believe I don't even know what the teams were. It was probably 6v6 or something like that, or 4v4. Yeah. It was not crazy. Like, it wasn't the 2020. The 2020 would be out of control. Like, you wouldn't be able to watch that.
Well, especially when you got those guys that are camp sniping. So it's like, how impressive is he going to be?
These guys were amazing. Like, they're always bouncing, and like watching another player come bouncing across, and then they're bouncing up here, and it's like boom, one headshot, and it's over. Like, they're that good. But then it would be like you'd see a player die, and then they'd just pop to another player. And again, it was usually first person view. And I said occasionally, sometimes they would go third person, and I wasn't totally sure how they were doing it.
Yeah, that seems interesting. How you can, because even in, well, I mean, you can pop out into third person if you're doing a special ability when you're controlling the character, but you can't set your control your camera mode to be third person.
Right.
So I wonder how they did that.
I don't know either. And like I said, like they need a specific software that makes it camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be a virtual camera that exists in the world. So, like, when you're watching League of Legends, you're watching top-down. You can watch the action, and then you can actually zoom kind of to certain battles if you want. You kind of have to stay wide because the way League of Legends is set up is your big Titan characters are doing all the battling, and all these little characters are trying to, like, snipe off at them a little bit. And then you have to, again, it's a weird strategy thing for that. But, like, for Halo, like, what I want to do is, like, I want the overall map view. I want to see what each character is doing, and then I could shoot to each one. And then having that third-person floating camera would be huge because it would give you that sports feel of I'm still here, but I'm not them. Yeah. You know, I'm not in the head of the player. That's kind of weird.
And you could do that now with your theater mode, you can go back and replay all of your matches, and all that information is there. You can jump to any character. You can do that floating camera mode.
But I think that takes that rendering. True. Game is over. Watch theater mode now. It's all been saved. So like to do it in real time would be kind of difficult, but I think it's what they need to do. And I've said this too about like Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike is a great game, and it's very TV friendly because it's real simple to follow. These are the terrorists. These are the good guys, or whatever. Fight, go, points. You figure it out, or it's capture the flag or deactivate the bomb. It's simple to follow. Halo's the same way. Kill the other team. Yeah, it's easy to follow. Like League of Legends is hard to follow if you don't understand the game. Yeah. Younger people are playing. They play Smite. And they're all basically the same. Dota. It's kind of like there's a strategy portion, then there's the actual battle portion. Right. But like I think Halo and Counter-Strike and things like that are the ones that people can grasp on right away who aren't hardcore gamers. And if you want to do that, you got to have a television environment that invites them in. And I think having a third-party software that can somehow like tie all these guys together and then access them at different points, and you call it like a director would call a football or baseball game. Right, exactly. You gotta have that interaction with the audience too, because you can't just have it, I'm gonna watch this guy's one view that the whole entire time, and it gets boring. Yeah, you would get bored, or that player dies, you just go to the next player. And then some of the guys are great. I mean, they're really amazing to watch what they do. Like I watch Destiny videos with these guys are ridiculous with the sniping and like just peeking around a corner for like a half a second, and they fire one shot and drop a guy. Like they're pretty amazing. And I think once it becomes it's going to have to become TV friendly. And some of the TV friendliness too is staring at a 20-year-old with his mouth open playing video games. Doesn't really help. But that's what it looks like. They always have like a GoPro on the kid, and he's always bent really far over in a weird position staring at his monitor, which again, that's the position which you play video games.
The facial expression is just...
It's not that TV friendly, and so I don't know how you fix that. Because you still need that shot. Because you have shots of coaches, you have shots of players. You got to have the slamming of your fist. The reaction stuff, but they shot the whole thing was picture in a picture, and then what you're seeing with each guy. And again, just seeing this kid go is not the most fascinating thing, but I guess it doesn't really have to be. Doesn't he start cattle prodding each character as he dies? Put some real consequences on there. Yeah. But in terms of sports, we could talk about some real sports here. We got the Super Bowl coming up, which again, we're not a sports podcast yet.
well, we have some sports. We have EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah. But yeah, like with the Super Bowl coming up, the important parts are there's going to be Deadpool trailers and X-Men trailers are going to be all over the Super Bowl. So like again, if you just watch for the ads, those are going to be all over the place. Like they're being. What's funny is they're teasing ads. Right. Which I mean, Deadpool has been doing that for the last 2 months. Where like he puts out trailers for his trailers. Yeah. And like I think they've managed that. Even if this movie sucks, it's going to be fine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the people want to see it. They've heightened the interest. I'm already into it.
Oh yeah, I'm totally on board.
The extended shot of. Was it Negatronic Teenage Warhead? Or whatever her name is. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that probably. Or Negasonic. Is pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't know her.
I don't either.
But she wrecks that chick, that other girl. So, like, we're getting to see these little characters and, like, getting to see Colossus have a little more personality because in X-Men he doesn't really...
Yeah, he carries big things, that's all he does.
Yeah, he, like, walks around stuff. And then, like, the other thing that goes with the Super Bowl is something for us because we live here in Vegas, and the NFL hates Vegas.
Well, almost any pro team.
Yeah, well, the main reason was why is because we have gambling, and the NFL pretends that no one gambles on football.
Yeah, I'm still curious as to see what hockey team we're going to get.
Yeah, well, that should happen, to be honest. That one should happen before anything else. But right now, the Oakland Raiders are here.
Scouting
location because One, Oakland loves to stick it to the NFL. If anyone in the league can, they would.
It's because everybody else sticks it to Oakland.
Yeah.
Wow. And unfortunately, like the one team I would imagine being in Vegas,
the Raiders would totally work.
Perfectly fits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like right now, everything's moving around, and it's good and bad. Like you're a Chargers fan, but yeah, it would be kind of nice to have them in LA because it's 4 hours closer. The Raiders have a big fan base here. They also have a big fan base in LA.
Yeah, they do.
They would totally probably drive here.
Oh yeah, I think get some room rates to do a big Vegas weekend when they come watch the game at the same time and then leave home afterwards. Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
I think it's a natural
and bet on it exactly.
Yeah, bet on it. I think it's a natural fit, and I think the betting stuff is overblown because there's gambling now in all 50 states. The sports books are controlled by Las Vegas, and then most of them aren't sports books. They said over $4 billion this year is going to be bet on the Super Bowl illegally with random bookies and your best friend who's running a book.
You see those ads online about the the
offline,
FanDuel.com or
that is gambling.
Yeah,
most of the places are ruling that it's gambling, but not even that. It's like the stuff like Bodog got shut down. They were based out of the Cayman Islands, and if you're crazy enough to send your money to the Cayman Islands to bet on football, and a lot of people were, you're really asking for it. But I just thought that was some fun news. I mean, Vegas is suddenly getting a lot of talk about sports, and for years it was always taboo for us because we have gambling, and they're afraid that someone will have money on a game and go out and affect the score of the game.
Well, how's that different if they had a team here or the team in San Diego?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
People are going to bet on it regardless.
Exactly, they're going to bet on it regardless.
The money is being bet, so to pretend that we're in any way different than any other place. The other thing that would hurt us is that we're actually not a very big city.
No.
We're only 2 million, but we have 42 million visitors a year.
Yeah.
So that's 42 million kind of residents, I guess. But I don't know. I want to say I think the NHL will be here first, followed by the NBA, and then the NFL will be on the back end.
All those sound good.
Yeah. I mean, baseball could happen, but we'd have to build a dome because it's too damn hot here.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, that about does it for the Pop Geek podcast. We did 3 little segments for you. Hopefully we kept it a little bit shorter and more concise. And check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I think that's it. And check us out in the future. We're going to start doing these live on the Facebook app, either under Erik or if the Pop Geek want to let us. I don't know if it'll let us.
I think we can.
It'll probably do it. Yeah. So
hopefully it's a fan page, right?
It is a fan page. Yeah.
So, fan pages I think you can broadcast.
Okay, yeah, because as long as you can post, you should be able to do it. But we can't do it from my Android yet. So all your iOS phones.
That's because Androids suck.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll talk to you guys. Well, we'll see you guys next time, or not see you. We don't really see you through the camera.
And some of you may have actually seen part of this episode live.
Yeah, we actually did this one live for a few minutes on Erik.
For 30 minutes.
If you saw it, tell us if you liked it. All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the show, but we'd like to hear from you. So please leave a comment below and tell us something you'd like to see on an upcoming show or your thoughts and feelings. Or you can tell us that we suck. Maybe don't do that, because we're a little fragile.